Alright guys, so as you can see here, I totally have his number. He gave it to me a while ago. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and give him a call right now. Let's see if he answers, guys. Oh my god, guys, he actually answered, guys. Oh no, guys, Naked Man is being possessed by a demon at 3 a.m., which means we have to put him out of his misery. Make sure to get this video to 10 likes, guys. Hey boys and girls, and welcome back to the dirtiest bar of soap on the internet. I made a video on ImJayStation a couple years ago, and honestly, he hasn't shown any signs of, I don't know, being a decent human being. Trust me, I'm well aware that he's been the talk of the town lately, him and Onion Boy, and for good reason. For the uninitiated, let me give you a little refresher on who ImJayStation is. ImJayStation is basically a man-child with internet access, 5 million subscribers, and a disposable income. Imagine if a naked mole rat took steroids to increase in size and wanted to live life as a human, but doesn't have the moral compass of an upstanding citizen, but does possess the know-how on making a lucrative business out of calling recently deceased celebrities at 3 a.m. ImJayStation is basically a Jeffrey Dahmer reincarnate with a lower IQ and a more phallic-looking face. Listen, I don't like criticizing people's looks, okay? But when you act like a cyst, you know, annoying, in the way, kind of hard to wear tight clothes sometimes, filled with sludge, you make it really hard. Okay, now that you guys have been educated, let's go ahead and dig into this heaping pile of halitosis that is ImJayStation's tenure on this platform. It's never a surprise when he does something this despicable, but it still comes off as a shock when you actually see him do it. Recently, he made a video titled Rest in Peace Alexia, where he chronicled how his girlfriend was struck and killed by a drunk driver.
Last night, we lost Alexia.
Before the news broke out that this was all fake, which I will get to later, I immediately called it. Judging off the very first frame of this video, I'm talking about before the first second is complete, I knew that it was all a facade. I'm not bragging, okay? It's not like I'm bragging that I was able to call him out on his bullshit. The way he squeezes out his tears is just so funny to me, like a child wanting to get out of going to school that day, so he acts like his stomach hurts. Like, I look at this dude, right, and all I see is a 6-year-old with a rubber band around his head, just slowly losing brain cells, and his head is just slowly taking form to that of a zucchini. Worst of all, is this whole video is just a ruse to get people to go subscribe to his second channel, Dream Team. A dying wish from his dead girlfriend and her parents. Oh, that's sweet. I'm sure if I was struck and killed in a drunk driving accident, the first thing my mom would do would call the authorities to check what my subscriber count is looking like.
Oh, he was only at 11,000? Oh, what a tragedy. Can you connect me to the local news?
Sure, this is scummy, but the worst part of it all isn't how he framed all of this, but just the way he frames his whole channel, the way he even has a platform to trick his gullible little fan base of 8-year-olds who are stupid enough to fall for this shit. Jason would then go on to make a video at the site of his girlfriend's passing. Candles litter the snow. This rigid scrotum of a man weeps like a baby who's just been circumcised.
She just wanted to get 1 million subscribers.
It doesn't end there though. A YouTuber by the name of Some Ordinary Gamers actually dug into it a little bit deeper and found out that nobody by that name had died there.
In Toronto, nobody by that name specifically has suffered any form of death, right?
No.
Shocker. The climax to all of this, the thing that we were all waiting for, the thing we all saw coming, a Ouija board video featuring this mutated artery, this ball of sweat and low self-esteem who screams and spits at the camera like a horny alpaca.
She contacted me and she told me that she missed me. So hopefully today when Jay tries to contact his dead girlfriend Alexia, she will actually respond using the Ouija board.
I miss her so much. The last thing I actually said to her was, babe, can you pick me up some Popeyes before you come back? Popeyes.
It's me.
Popeyes. And she never came back, guys.
And she never came back, guys.
Guys, my dead girlfriend. Guys, my dead girlfriend. Guys, my dead girlfriend. Guys, Ouija board. Guys,
It's funny how he makes this really morbid saga, this really dark narrative that he's molded and squeezed into what he wanted it to be, but then presents it like it's a show that would air on WB Kids.
Our building is super tall. It's just closer to heaven, guys.
Bro, I think we're really close to heaven.
We're super close to heaven, guys. We're super high in the sky. There's even more chance to talk to Alexia.
Alright, you guys get the point. So after being destroyed online per usual, Jay makes a video about the truth, spilling the metaphorical tea even though he really didn't need to. Everyone else beat you to it, you muppet.
I want to start out by saying I'm sorry to Alexia's family for putting them through any hard times about the death of their daughter. I didn't mean to get them involved in anything. I expected all this to stay on YouTube. Alexia was never dead.
You expected it to stay on YouTube? How? You have a reputation of going way too far. You know people are going to call you on your bullshit. God, you can't be this dense. No, you can. Who am I kidding?
Let me tell you guys exactly what happened with all these my girlfriend's dead videos.
My dead girlfriend.
And like with any long-winded video, of course he has to go into a sob story about how he was, he had a shitty childhood and he was in a prison cell.
Bro, I used to be in a fucking cell.
That explains a lot if I'm being honest. Listen, for a man who is drinking a gay potion.
The gay potion, guys.
Dude. Oh my god!
Bought a slave off the dark web.
Okay, can you just clean our house, please? Can you clean the entire house?
You're only crying because you got caught by adults.
She said she just got off the phone with her dad and her dad's yelling at her. He wants me to say to the world that it was just a prank. Alexia's not really dead. And I told her that her parents, it's none of her business what we do online. I don't mess with his dad's business. He shouldn't mess with ours.
So Alexia's parents are pissed because you spewed this nonsense to your toddler fan base and you tell them off? You're seriously like the saddest man on the internet, and I mean that, but completely unabashedly, so it's kind of funny. You're kind of like a Seinfeld character, like a one-off Seinfeld character that they base an entire episode about, but you're never reoccurring.
Just give your people calls, right? And make sure you do call us and turn stuff.
All right, have a good one.
In a crazy turn of events, Jay gets accused of assaulting Alexia with a deadly weapon. Domestic abuse, gotta love it. If you put yourself out there, if you create these facades, you deserve whatever is coming to you. Maybe it's time to look into a different line of work. Although, if you're a felon, it might be a little bit harder to get a job. Might I suggest? The problem I have with ImJayStation, and I mentioned this earlier, is the way he gets away with this shit. And I don't want to be all like, protect the kids. And I could care less about the kids. The parents should be in charge of what the hell their kids are watching. Let's be honest. It's just the fact that he doesn't get the same treatment as all the other creators on this platform. If he's not making content for kids, then who? Adults? No.
Guys, no!
So, ImJayStation, he fucking sucks. Every now and then you come across a cretin so diabolical, you're left questioning why or how he's even allowed to make content for an audience of 5 million people to begin with. But hey, leave it to YouTube to serve as the perfect spawning point for this type of fervent fuckery. And I guess if ImJayStation is here to stay, it's up to us to look into his past and actually determine why he's so utterly cancerous towards the platform and all who inhabit it. ImJayStation has been able to wrap his slimy tentacles around the YouTube populace since around 2017, shoving himself into the limelight with his infamous 3 AM challenge videos. These pieces of work overtook the platform just a few years ago, granting Jay with the enormous following we see today. Now, you may be asking, well, Jonathan, these videos look like absolute fucking dog shit. How was Jay ever able to become so successful? And you see, the most simplistic way to answer that quandary is children. It's children.
What's up, guys? Back with another banger video. Alexia was thinking it was a good idea for us to get a pet together, but I just ordered a pet from the dark web, and that is a bad idea, guys.
So instead, we're having a kid.
Not just any kid, guys. We are ordering a kid off of the dark web. We're officially gonna be parents, guys.
I'm so excited.
Hey!
Talking to ghosts, playing with Ouija boards, pretending to hide in igloos for 24 hours at a time, all happen to land Jay in the recommended tabs of kids. And if you can tap into that crucial child demographic as a YouTuber, you're golden.
I buy myself nice clothes. Like, guys, this is a $700 t-shirt. I didn't buy Ahmed clothes with that money, but I bought Alexia a $3,000 jacket.
From that point forward, Jay not only had the influence he desired, but the financial assistance as well. Jay has been notorious for peddling falsified clickbait to children, but it's also worth noting the intense advertising that goes on by proxy, as a large majority of Jay's catalog of content is dominated by pre-rolls, mid-rolls, just about as many ads as you can imagine, even when the subject matter doesn't particularly warrant it.
Hell no, I'm not gonna do the Ouija board on Etika, bruh. If you're not donating to Etika or his family or mental health when you're tweeting about it, or you're making a YouTube video about it, you doing it for attention, bro.
Sure, he's apparently donating money to charity with his Etika video, but like, it's still monetized. He's still getting clicks from Etika's name. He's still plugging his merch under the video. You know, the one where he's addressing issues as serious as suicide and depression? Well, attempting to, at least.
These YouTubers are doing this, making 5 different videos about being depressed. Bro, I'm sad too, bruh. But I'm not about to say I got depression, dude. Because you know what, man? If you didn't feel like Etika did, you don't got depression, my dude.
At this point, I genuinely can't tell if ImJayStation is just an idiot, or if he's so insensitive to the point where he does not realize the intense gravity of what he's actually doing. Regardless of the intent though, this barnacle is still actively manipulating children for views and money, and has been for a long time. And because YouTube has refrained from stepping in at all, he will likely continue to abuse the system for as long as he can. Whether it's taking advantage of the copyright system or utilizing his own twisted methods of pandering towards an audience of gullible children, he is still and always will be scum of the earth.
The lengths this man will go to earn $1 is just absolutely ludicrous. Not like the rapper with the big fist, but like, you know, in the sense of like, it's bad, I think it means. However, I'm not one to pick this man apart when people have been doing this for centuries. Since the days Susan Worcestershire sauce raised from the giant play button shaped crater in the earth and created the internet with Bill Gates. This was prophesized. But as a fellow creator on this platform, I do reserve the right to join in on the circle jerk where you're the one getting strudeled. I personally think that this 7-Eleven stress ball looking motherfucker deserves to have his channel follow the same rules as everybody else. Just because you create this thin film of adult, this thin layer of adult, doesn't mean it's for adults, you idiot.
Why did you shoot me?
Because you were turning into a douchebag.
So you shoot me.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you told me to.
Yeah, but I didn't think you were actually gonna do it.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I figured I'd put you out of your misery so that way you wouldn't end up like, I don't know, ImJayStation.
You're gonna have to make this up to me somehow, you know. My ears are probably gonna be ringing forever.
Okay, tell me what I need to do.
Merchandise. Are you tired of watching doplex videos and wanting your own lovable nude sidekick? Would you give your left nut to replace your shirt pockets with your very own naked man? Well, want no more, because today, all of that changes. We've got multiple colors, we've got short sleeves, we got long sleeves, and we also got a doplex design, I guess.
And for our beloved viewers, we'll be giving one away to whoever got the most liked comment on my last video, and one away to a random patron who supports this channel. Today's Patreon winner is Super Swim Team 7. Today's viewer winner is Rain. I plan to do this at least once a month, so make sure to leave a comment on this video, and whoever gets the most likes will get a free t-shirt next month. Congratulations, dudes. Please DM me on Twitter so I can get you one of these
sweet threads.
Oh yeah, and link in bio. Buy that merch. Big thanks to my patrons this month. Frost Drive, like Nancy with a J, That One, Digital Dice Hater, Trivia Chick, Zachary Pouillet, Boblax, Internet Unwind, Satan, Mr. Caleb G98, Super Cyanide, Rebecca Anderson, Swaginus Maximus, Doe Jangles, Dixler, Looney Mania 123, Burger Krieg, Banked, Benji T, Polite, Alpha RW, Pantsless Gamer, The Rhino, Super Swim Team 7, Tabor TCU, Chris Has Fun, Matthias Kronston Nygren. Everybody in the chat, please give a warm welcome to Super Sex 420.69. Nice. And of course, big thanks to my boy Aubrey for helping out with this video. If you want the YouTube equivalent to having a huge penis, then go subscribe. You won't regret it. Thanks for watching, everybody.